Hey guys, this is Dawn. We'll be out in just a few minutes, so make yourselves comfortable, but keep your feet off the furniture. Hi guys, this is Becky. We're getting ready to start the show, so kick back and relax. We'll be with you soon.
Good afternoon and welcome. On behalf of Father Peter, our pastor here at St. Vincent de Paul, I hope that all of you will enjoy for the next 90 minutes the most marvelous music and concert we're going to hear from our amazing grace notes. Today's concert is entitled Kindness. And while preparing for my introduction, my prayer, I found a litany of kindness written by Fran Pratt, and I'd like to share it with you this afternoon. Let us bow our heads in prayer. God, make us attuned to your compassion, to the kindness of your heart. Transform our hearts and our minds so that in kindness we weep with those who weep. In kindness we rejoice with those who rejoice. So that in kindness we listen to the stories of others. In kindness, we regard them as more important than our own. In kindness, we allow ourselves to see the hidden, broken hearts. In kindness, we perceive a greater story. In kindness, we care for the orphan and the lonely. In kindness, we care for the sick and the prisoner. In kindness, we care for those whose lives are just beginning and those whose lives are at an end. In kindness, we care for those in crisis and in need of refuge. In kindness, we care for the disregarded, the disempowered, and the marginalized. In kindness, we consider how to maintain our hope. In kindness, we consider how to serve our communities. In kindness, we consider all humans to be made in your image and your likeness. Today, guide our hearts and our minds and keep us in perfect peace. It is now my honor and privilege to present to you the Amazing Grace Notes.
Every star in every sky, every corner of creation lives to testify. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love, be a witness in the silences when words are not enough. With every breath I take, I will give thanks to God above. For as long as I shall live, I will testify love. Heaven reaches out, every hand that reaches out to offer. Steps to kingdom come, all the hope in every heart to speak what love has done. For as long as I shall live, I will testify love, be a witness in the silences when words are not enough. With every breath I take, I will give thanks to God above. As long as I shall live, I will testify. Oh, I will testify to love. For as long as I shall live, I will testify love. Be a witness in the silence. Oh, when words are not enough. With every breath I take, I will give thanks to God above. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love. For as long as I shall live, every breath I take, I will give thanks to God above. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love. I'll be a witness in the silences when words are not enough. With every breath I take, I will give thanks to God above. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love.
Welcome to St. Vincent de Paul. It's so great to have you here with us live at our concert, our spring concert called Kindness. My name is Becki Pishko.
I'm Jillian O'Neill.
I'm DiNome.
And we're the Amazing Grace Notes.
As Becki mentioned, we are live from the Villages, Florida right now. And what's great about being virtual is we're able to interact with you all
from on stage. So just wanted to let you know that we are able to chat with you on YouTube and Facebook. One more thing, if you are on the church website, you're not able to comment on that, but on YouTube, make sure to click the live chat button. We want to be able to chat with you through the show. If you are on Facebook, that option is right there right away. So keep your comments coming, keep your questions coming, and we'll be able to chat every couple songs.
Well, ladies, I think we can all agree kindness is a really difficult subject to even consider right now.
Yeah, it really is. There's so much diversity going on, and we have this pandemic, and we're socially distanced from each other. We're just politics and a lot of things that are going on.
It's hard to be kind when there's so much hatred and anger all around you.
Yeah, and I guess we can think of a million reasons to not be, but the truth is, when has it ever been easy?
We just want you to think about maybe somebody who you had a hard time being kind to.
How many moments have you spent being angry at someone?
How about let's measure our time with love?
525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments so dear, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter and strife. In 525,600 minutes, how do you measure a year in the life? How about love? How about love? How about love? Measuring love. Seasons of love. Seasons of love. 525,600 minutes. 525,000 journeys to plan. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man?
In truths that she learned, all the times that he cried, in the bridges he burned, or the way that she loved.
It's time now to sing out, though the story never ends. Let's celebrate, remember, here in the light of friends. Remember the love. Oh, you got to remember the love. You know that love is the gift from our God. Share love, give love, spread love, measuring love. Measure your life, measure your life in love. Seasons of love. Seasons of love. Measure your life in love. L is for the way you look at me.
O is for the only one I see.
V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore. And love is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart.
is for the only one I see.
V is very, very extraordinary.
E is even more than anyone that you adore and love.
Is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make. Take my heart, but please don't break it. Love was made for me and you. Love was made for me and you. One more time, I said love was made for me and you.
Well, ladies, you know, I love it inside, but it's such a beautiful spring day out. Why don't we take this show outside?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Okay, who brought the stump?
What?
Well,
There's a
little-
stump.
How did that get here?
Yeah, there's a story. I just thought it would be kind of cool to be able to play the guitar and sit on a stump. So I had mentioned it to my husband, and evidently I'm married to Paul Bunyan, because next thing I know, I have a stump to sit on.
I think they cut something for you too, Jill. Looks like a pillow.
Oh, I love this.
A stump pillow.
Jill, that looks a little more comfortable than mine.
I'm going to be kind, and I'm going to let you have it.
Thank you.
That
That is
was
so
so kind.
kind. So kind. Yes, it is. Oh,
Comfy.
you know, I'm thinking about, kindness, and I think about the fact that kindness comes under an umbrella of love. So we have love, and that's what we're commanded to do. So, and you can find that several times in the Bible, but one that comes off the top of my head is in John 13. He says, "Love one another as I have loved you." And what that means to me is that that's not like the warm, fuzzy love. This is a sacrificial love. This is the kind of love that's difficult, when it's hard to love someone. And there's a lot of words under that umbrella of kindness. And I'd like to invite you guys that are watching to kind of give me and Dawn and Jill some words that might come under that umbrella of kindness, some words that come to mind to you, and share those with us.
Yeah, if you're on Facebook or YouTube, definitely feel free to join in. For me, I would think under the umbrella of love, I'm thinking of acceptance. That's always a tough one, going hand in hand with kindness, and also patience.
Oh, patience.
Oh, yeah. If you live in Florida, if you know roundabouts, patience comes to mind when I think of that. But yeah, what are they saying online, Dawn?
Well, see, this is why I figured I was going to have... This is why I don't belong online. I have no idea. I lost the Facebook feed, but there's
it's
YouTube.
okay. No,
but
no
if you can come up with
yeah.
something, my thought was, of course, forgiveness. And this song that we're about to sing always reminds me of when Becki and I had somewhat of a falling out in our friendship. And, we spent quite a few years not speaking. And I remember I was in church listening to one of Father's homilies about forgiveness. And I just said, I need to make a phone call. And it was a difficult one to make, but I did. And I'm so happy that I did.
And what did I do when you called me?
You cried. I
Yeah.
cried.
We both cried.
But you welcomed me back into your life.
Yeah, I cried for months driving to this church. So happy to be back into your life.
I'm happy you're back too.
I gladly walk across the desert with no shoes upon my feet to share with you the last bite of bread I have to eat. I would swim out to save you from your sea of broken dreams. If all your hopes are sinking, let me show you what love means. Love can build a bridge between your heart and love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? I would whisper love so loudly every heart would understand that love and only love can join the tribes of man. I would give my heart's desire so that you might see. The one thing is to realize it all begins with you and me. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? When we stand together, it's our highest power. We can do anything, 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 anything. Keep believing in the power. Between your heart and mine, love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? Oh, yes, I do. Love can build a bridge. Oh, love and only love. Between your heart and mine. Between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? 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 Love and only love. Love and only love. Well, you know, this is a one-song stump. So I'm saying I think that I see chairs, and I think we'd like to go over there.
How did we miss those?
We missed the chairs right here.
Right there.
So be kind to us as we stand.
Yeah.
But we like to sit on the floor when we rehearse. It's actually something that we generally do.
Jillian's-
That's why we
Jillian's
found
always
a
on the
stump
floor.
pillow for Jill.
Yeah.
She loves to sit on the floor and
Yes.
hang out.
We tend to rehearse on the floor, and we wanted to bring you in on that. But, you know, another thing that you may not have known is this next song. Dawn has been wanting this next song in one of our shows for a couple years now, I want to say. It just never made
I
the
know,
cut.
it's probably been like the last 4 shows. And
It's made it.
somehow it's made it on the set list
Yeah.
and then wiped off.
Yeah.
And I just think the Holy Spirit said, patience. And I said, but that's somebody else's virtue.
Oh, but it's so perfect for this concert. It worked out
absolutely.
so nicely. That's how God works. He's just so good. You know, our friendship, it's so Christ-driven, and it just reminds me of the Trinity.
We met because of Christ.
We did.
So, yeah.
And not only do we have such a true, beautiful friendship, but we also have a friend in Jesus.
Close your eyes and pray to Him, and soon He will be there to brighten up even your darkest hour. Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on, let me stand. I am tired, I am weak, I am worn. Through the storm, through the night, lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, He is your friend. When the sky above you grows dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should begin to blow, just keep your head together and call His name out loud, and soon you'll hear Him knocking at your door. Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on, let me stand. I am tired, I am weak, I am worn. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, lead me, Lord, through it all. Take my hand, precious Lord. Hey, ain't it good to know that you've got a friend? People can be so cold. They'll hurt you and desert you. Oh, they'll take your soul if you let them. But don't you let them. You just call out His name. Precious Lord, precious Lord, take my hand. I am tired, I am weak, I am worn, oh, so worn. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call, and He'll be there. Yes, He will. You've got a friend. Hey, yeah. You've got a friend. Ain't it good to know? You've got a friend. You got a mighty good friend in Jesus. You've got a friend. Just call His name. You've got a friend. When you're tired, when you're worn, you've got a friend. He'll lead you through it all. You've got a friend. Just call His name. You've got a friend. Hey, yeah. You've got a friend. So many things
many heartaches that pierce the soul, so much pain that won't ever go away.
How do we make it better? How do we make it through?
What can we do when there's nothing we can do?
We can be kind. We can take care of each other. We can remember that deep down inside we all need the same thing. And maybe we'll find if we are there for each other,
That together we'll weather whatever tomorrow may bring. Nobody really wants to fight. Nobody really wants to go to war.
If everyone wants to make things right, then what are we always fighting for?
does nobody want to see it? Does nobody understand?
The power to heal is right here in our hand.
We can be kind. We can take care
Of each other,
We can
remember that deep down inside we all need the same thing.
And maybe we'll find if we are there for each other,
That together we'll weather whatever tomorrow may bring. And it's not enough to talk about it,
Not enough to sing a song.
we must walk the walk about it.
you and I, do or die. We got to try to get along.
We can be kind. We can take care of each other.
We can remember that deep down inside we all need the same thing.
And maybe we'll find if we are there
For each other, that together we'll weather whatever tomorrow may bring. And maybe we'll find
True peace of
mind
if we always remember we can be
Oh my gosh.
It's allergies. Look where we are.
6 feet, please.
Six,
6
please.
feet.
How are we supposed to sing 6 feet apart?
Well, you know what? Maybe we should get out of here because my heels are digging in the grass big time.
I thought you got shorter.
I know, right? I'm almost your height.
All right.
All right,
All right.
let's move this party.
What are they saying? We're going to check your,
See here.
see what they're saying.
Oh, all right. So let's
See,
see.
she knows how to do this. I tried. They
hey.
gave me the job, and I
You're
said,
fired.
girls, I am so scared now.
No,
I
no.
don't care about the singing, the dancing, the words, nothing. Technology, petrified.
No, technology Dawn is the mastermind behind the tracks and everything we use, so she has got the technology down. Some comments here. I wanted to reach out and see. Okay, St. Vincent de Paul is so blessed to have 3 lovely ladies to sing about kindness. Thank you so much, Linda. Oh, my dad is Jack, and my name is Jill. Just throwing that out there. He said, sounding great, nothing like a little JT.
Ooh, someone's tuning in from San Antonio. Irene. Hello, Irene.
Hello, Irene. And Lynn, harmony is fantastic in this song. Thank you all so much. Keep those comments coming. If you have any questions, let us know. We love to be able to keep chatting with you, and we'll touch back in a few songs.
She'll do that.
Dawn won't.
I'm
You know, we do, we all have a problem, with, I think, it's hard to be kind when we have pride, and I think that pride gets in the way of things, and especially because we want to be right. Everybody wants to be right, and I think that that's what happens.
No.
Well, I am always right in my marriage. I know that.
Okay, yes.
Just knows.
If mama's happy, everyone's happy. Is that
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I just want to take us to the Bible for a second, because in 1 Peter 5, it says, humble yourself under his mighty hand, and he will exalt you. So, what brings to mind for me is that, I don't need to lift myself up by being right. It's not always worth the strife and the heartache, to be right, because the Lord will exalt me. If I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, then he exalts me. It also says in Proverbs 12 that...
Do you need me to Google that?
No,
She looked. I was like,
no, please
that's
don't
good.
Google it.
Father
okay,
John,
I don't know
what
how.
do you
Father
think?
John, can you tell? And I think it is Proverbs 12.
Phone
It
a friend.
just said-
A lifeline.
It says, now I forgot. No, it says that only a fool would not consider anybody else's ideas other than their own.
Maybe you're not like me. Maybe we don't agree. Maybe that doesn't mean we gotta be enemies.
So maybe we just get brave, take a big leap of faith, call it truth so me and you can find a better way.
Let's take some time, open our eyes, look and listen. Yeah, we're gonna find we're more alike than we are different. Yeah,
Why does kindness seem revolutionary? When did we let hate get so ordinary? Turn it around, flip the script, judge slow, love quick. God help us get revolutionary. Oh, revolutionary. Oh, let's get, revolutionary.
Turning the TV down, I'm drowning their voices out, 'cause I believe that you and me can find some common ground.
Maybe I'm not like you, but I walk a mile in your shoes. If it means I might see the world the way you do.
let's take some time, open our eyes, look and listen.
We're gonna find we're more alike than we are different. Why does kindness seem revolutionary? When did we let hate get so ordinary? Let's turn it around, flip the script, judge slow, love quick. God help us get revolutionary. Oh, revolutionary. Oh, let's get, revolutionary. Oh, what would Jesus do?
He would love first.
He would love first. What would Jesus do? He would love first.
So we should love first.
We should love first. Why does kindness seem revolutionary? When did we let hate get so judge so lovely. God help us get revolutionary. Oh, oh, revolutionary. Oh, oh, let's get, oh, oh, revolutionary. God help us get revolutionary.
All right, now that we're pumped up about feeling revolutionary, how are we going to do that, right? You may be thinking, how am I going to make a change? I'm just one person. Well, when we were talking about this concert and the word kindness, I immediately thought of a movie from the 90s, 30 years ago.
That was very unkind to bring that up.
I remember that.
The
very
90s
well.
is 30 years ago.
Remember the movie is called Pay It Forward.
Oh, yeah.
And it was this little kid in 3rd grade. And his class, they had a project as an individual, how can you change the world? And these kids came up with ideas like recycling and, volunteering. And he thought, I want to do something called Pay It Forward. You choose 3 people to do an act of kindness to. But the thing is, in turn, they have to now do acts of kindness for 3 people. And it multiplied and multiplied. By the end of the movie, there was a reporter that tracked it from across the U.S. because it got to be such a big movement. And that made me think, kindness is really contagious. Little things can add up to big things, even though you may not realize it. So I want to invite you all to jump on, YouTube or Facebook if you're not on there already, and share with us some things that you like to do to be kind to others. You may think it's little, but you have no idea the impact you make. And also, what about something that has been done for you in an act of kindness that may have changed your life? So definitely feel free. Drop us a comment. For me personally, one thing that happened a couple months ago that I thought was so cool, my daughter Cadence and I were in the drive-thru, and we went to go pay, and they're like, oh no, the person in front of you took care of it. I was like, what? It's like, that's so cool. And immediately I was so filled with excitement, and the first thing I thought of to do, I said, okay, well, I'm paying for the next person behind me. So I just thought, how cool is that we create a chain reaction? One little thing, and it could set something in motion. Another thing I thought of was, if you've ever gone to a restaurant, and you have an amazing experience, and you have an awesome server. I mean, you guys, we've been servers before. It's a hard job. And why not get the manager to say, they were awesome. They did an amazing job tonight. Because I think a lot of times managers hear, oh, I had a horrible experience, blah, blah, blah. Let's change things up. Let's be positive in a way. What about you, Becki? What are things that you like to do?
Something that comes to mind just recently, we just recently got a letter from a parishioner who was so kind to let us know how their experience here at church was impacted them and had made some changes in their family. It just really means so much to us when we hear that, like when somebody actually takes their time to write a note or get us a gift or something, it is so sweet. That just really is nice.
Yeah, it was so incredibly touching. I think the one thing I struggle with is a lot of times they'll just leave it. And then we don't know who that particular person is. And sometimes there's no name on it. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't even have an address to say thank you for your thank you. And it's like, so we're publicly thanking you.
Thank you. You know who you are.
Yeah, you don't know what you do for us in letting us know what we're doing for you. So it's just amazing.
And we've got some comments coming through. Elaine Cunningham said, hold the door for people. I love that. I do that too. It's awesome. And,
yes.
Lynn, our neighbors deliver our paper to the door. That's so sweet.
Oh, look, Mike said also about paying the person behind
you.
Amen.
Even in the grocery store, you never know.
I think the next time I go through the drive-thru, I'm going to be like, did they get my order? Yeah. No? Okay. Just kidding.
We might have Father John coming through. Oh, Father John, is that you? You're so tech savvy. Just say thank you and you're welcome. I love it. I love it.
Nice.
Keep those comments coming.
Simple,
Yep. When I lived in Manhattan, I lost my phone. And this is going back several years, so I actually had, remember the landline? I don't have one of those anymore. But the girl, I guess, went through my phone to find my home phone and then called me and said, how can I get your phone to you? And I said, what? You're going to give me my phone? And so she said, yeah, somebody's done it for me, and I figured I will pay it forward. And I said, that's so sweet. So I think like months later, I found somebody's ID on the floor of a cab, and I just mailed it back and said, pay it forward. So it's just little things,
That's amazing. The little things that we do in life, you may not think it's much, but it can mean such a difference to somebody. And if you do it every day, it may not be a lot, but try it, see what happens in your life, because I guarantee you it's going to make you feel just as good as it makes them feel. And that kind of leads us back to Christ. He is the ultimate light of the world. And if we're to be like him and follow in his ways, I think it's time that we shine our light to others.
In a time full of war, be peace. In a time full of doubt, just believe. There ain't much difference between you and me. In a time full of war, be peace. In a world full of hate, be a light. When you do somebody wrong, make it right. Don't hide in the dark, you were born to shine. In a world full of hate, be a light. In a place that needs a change, make a difference. In a time full of noise, just listen. 'Cause life is but a breeze that I live in. In a place that needs a change, make a difference. In a world full of hate, be a light. When you do somebody wrong, make it right. Don't you hide in the dark, you were born to shine. In a world full of hate, be a light. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. In a race you can't win, just slow it down. You only get one go around. 'Cause the finish line is 6 feet in the ground. In a race you can't win, just slow it down. In a world full of hate, be a light. Oh, when you do somebody wrong, make it right, make it right. Don't you hide in the dark, you were born to shine. In a world full of hate, be a light. It's hard to live in color when you just see black and white. In a world full of hate, be a light. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. Yeah, I get a feeling that I never had before. No, no. Yeah. And I just gotta tell you right now that I really do believe that something's got a hold on me, yeah. Oh, something's got a hold on me right now, child. I've got a feeling it's so strange. Everything about me seems to have changed. Step by step, I got a brand new walk. I even sound sweeter
we go over to the piano?
Can we
piano
sit?
time.
Can
We'll
we
sit.
sit?
Yes.
We'll take it.
We're going to take it over here?
Take it over there.
All right.
All right, ladies, you know, I know that the topic is kindness, and I'm going to steer in that same direction, but a little differently. I had something that I read a quote one time that resonated with me in a book that I read by Glennon Doyle. She says, "Every truth is a kindness, even if it makes others uncomfortable. Every untruth is an unkindness, even if it makes others comfortable." And you know, the truth of the matter is Christ is the truth. And how uncomfortable does he make people?
Sure.
So, I mean, it just occurred to me that, you know, sometimes we try to be kind, but we also kind of sacrifice being truthful at the same time because we don't want to hurt others with what we're thinking or how we feel about something. And I know that for me, that's a struggle I've always had. My mom, you know, I used to complain all the time my brother doesn't call me enough, you know, when we were younger. And she's like, well, maybe he doesn't want to hear what he does wrong every time he hears from you. And she was right. So I had to kind of learn to keep my mouth shut sometimes because I'm thinking that I'm doing somebody a favor by telling them what I think. And the truth is, you kind of have to find that balance of being truthful, but also being kind. And those are two, sometimes they're very conflicting.
That's right. Well, you know, I think it's important that we say what we mean and that we mean what we say, but we don't say it mean.
Amen.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of men. Imagine all the people sharing all the world.
on this land. Heal our nation, oh Lord. Heal our nation, Jesus, we pray. Heal our nation. Pour out your Spirit on this land. Lord, please pour out your Spirit on this land.
Becki, I just wanted to thank you for being so kind and not making me turn a page this entire show.
That's right. You don't have
I'm
to
just
turn any
enjoying
pages.
the musicians over here. And I just want to point out, well, I mean, first of all, they're both amazing. And, but I don't know if you know that the prelude music that we play before we get out here is Becki. We recorded that. And I helped her turn pages on that. It was so tough. Anyway,
It's beautiful.
you know,
Rough job.
don't you think that sometimes kindness maybe it's so hard to extend to others because so many times we are the most unkind to ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, how do you give something if you don't have it? You know, we get so hard on ourselves.
And I think as mothers, I mean, nobody knows it better than mothers. We are so hard on ourselves. We're so critical. Are we doing everything? Are we doing enough? You know,
Yeah,
it's
true.
definitely hard to be kind.
And I think that it's more important for us to be, as mothers, to be kind to ourselves, just because we have to set a good example for our children. And, you know, because what comes out of our mouths, if we're not kind to ourselves, you know, they're going to do the same types of things. My mother, I believe, is watching, and so I, you know, want to say that, you know, I had a great influence. She was a good influence on me because, you know, I'm always talking great about myself.
And you know what? My mother as well, she has put up with quite a bit from me. You know, she always made the joke that if she told my sister to go to her room, she'd say, okay, fine. If she told my brother to go to his room, okay, fine. If she told me, I'd go, why? What did I do?
You're such a brat.
I am. And she was very kind to me all these years.
Well, we wanted to do this song because Mother's Day is just in a few days, so happy Mother's Day
Yes.
to all of you mothers, and this is for
Happy
you.
Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Can I put this over here? Yeah. Do you want me to move it out of the way?
Yeah, I really would like it out of the way.
Like that?
Do you like the extra lighting now?
Oh, there we go.
Now you can see.
I pray you'll be my eyes and watch them where they go and help them to be wise. Help me to let go. Every mother's prayer, every child knows. Lead them to a place, guide them with your grace, to a place where they'll be safe. I pray she finds your light and holds it in her heart. When darkness falls each night, remind her where you
to a place, guide her with your grace, to a place where she'll be safe. A world where pain and sorrow will be ended, and every heart that's broken will be mended, and we'll remember we are all God's children, reaching out to touch Him, reaching to the sky. I ask His life be kind.
I ask her life be calm,
And watch Him from above.
and watch her from above.
I hope His soul will find.
I hope her soul will find
Another soul to love.
another soul to love. Let this be my prayer
Let this be my prayer
for my precious child.
for my precious child.
Lead them to a place, guide them with your grace, give them faith so they'll be saved. Lead them to a place, guide them with your grace, give them faith so they'll be saved. I love you.
I'm going to give my fellow mom a hug.
Hello, Mom hug. Thank you.
We planned that so we could switch sides.
And I didn't cry that time. Oh, that
Well,
one.
ladies, you mentioned before that I think I got a bad haircut. No, it's not a bad haircut. It's wonderful. My hairdresser's watching. I just did it bad.
It was
Okay.
all the choreo, you know? You were working hard.
It's all floopy. This next song I want to sing for you guys. It was another one that we tried to put in a show. You know what it is? I feel my eyelashes, and I'm thinking it's my hair. I'm sorry. I need a moment.
You're flying away.
So this song, we tried to put it in a few times, right? And it once again kept getting kicked off the set list. And it once again worked out. I think that's just the Holy Spirit. He said, "Patience, my child. It's not your time again." And I sang this song when I was in the 7th grade. And I had moved from one town about 30 minutes east when I was going from 6th grade into 7th grade. And so I was new to the school. It was middle school. And let's just face it, middle schoolers can be really mean.
It's rough.
Okay? I was one of them. I was mean. No. But I just kind of, I had a hard time making friends because it was a tough time or tough age to me, and shaking my hand, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, we love your," to me, and shaking my hand, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, we love your voice," and it felt great, okay? Everyone's being so nice, so kind. Here I am. Oh, there she is. And let's face it, I'm not saying don't do that. We like when you guys come and say hello and be kind to us too. But it made me think, are we being kind to everyone, or are we just kind of choosy sometimes? It's easy to recognize maybe somebody who's out there in the public doing something, like celebrities. People are kind to them all the time. And, I think we only have to go on the internet to learn that lots of things are happening these days. It's chaotic. But we need to be kind to those that don't get recognized sometimes for like those talents that are sort of behind the scenes, you know? That's what I like to say, like my mom. I get to perform and do all these things because my mom, for the last 10 years, or 12 years, my daughter's 12 now, babysat all those years. And it's like, you know, she didn't get recognized. It was always, oh, you know, we know your daughter. And so, I don't know, it just had me thinking about that and kindness and extending it to others that need it, you know.
In Matthew 24, it says, whatsoever you do to the least of my people,
that you do unto me. So here's the song I sang in 7th grade. Every night I say a prayer in the hopes that there's a heaven. But every day I'm more confused as the saints turn into sinners. All the heroes and legends I knew as a child have fallen to idols of clay. And I feel this empty place inside, so afraid that I've lost my faith. Show me the way. Show me the way. Take me tonight to the river and wash my illusions away. And show me the way. And as I slowly drift to sleep, for a moment, dreams are sacred. I close my eyes and know there's peace in a world so filled with hatred. And I wake up each morning and turn on the news to find we've so far to go. And I keep on hoping for a sign, so afraid I just wanna show me the way. Show me the way. Bring me tonight to the mountain and take my confusion away. And show me the way. And if I see your light, should I believe? Tell me, how will I know? Show me the way. Show me the way. Take me tonight to the river and wash my illusions away. And show me the way. Show me the way. Give me the strength and the courage to believe that I'll get there someday. And show me the way. Every night I say a prayer and give thanks to God in heaven.
you. Can I have your autograph?
I'll stop. You're too kind.
You're too kind. Can you be so kind and grab my phone for me?
I can. My
You knew
arm doesn't
exactly
reach
what I needed. Because, ladies, it is time to check in with everybody one more time. I wanted to be able to reach out and see a couple of these comments. The prayer brought tears and goosebumps to me. Awesome job. Makes me miss my mother so much. Lynn, thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
And Miss Carolyn, thank you, ladies, for bringing love and kindness into our homes. This is exactly what our country needs. Bless you. Thank you so much, Carolyn, for sharing that. We definitely love that we're able to still connect with you guys. We miss you so much, but being able to have this outlet and to reach out to you and communicate, it means the world to us, and definitely love being a part of this with you. And we do have a couple more songs left for you. Do you want to, any others that you want to mention?
My eyes are bad.
Oh, I was about to say it's too tiny for you.
Thank you, Ladies' Day. Thank you, Ladies' Day. Thank you, ladies. Happy Mother's Day to you as well. The prayer is one of my favorite songs. Thank you, Elaine. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you all. And we're definitely going to be reading all of these tonight as well, but this made it so
Thank
special
you. There's a
for
lot
us.
of comments here, and we
Thank
just
you.
really appreciate that.
Thank you
we
so
really do.
much. That's amazing.
Yeah. You know, this next song we've done quite a bit at a lot of our shows.
Yeah, I think it's becoming one of our signature songs. I think, you know, it sort of it encompasses who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's so powerful, it just kind of speaks for itself.
Sound of hope, a sound of peace, a sound that celebrates and speaks what we believe, a sound of love, a sound so strong. It's amazing what is given when we share a song. This is why we sing, why we lift our voice, why we stand as one in harmony. This is why we sing, why we lift our voice. Take my hand and sing with me. Soothe the soul, mend a heart, bring together lives that have been torn apart. Share the joy, find a friend, it's a never-ending gift that circles back again. This is why we sing, why we lift our voice, why we stand as one in harmony. This is why we sing, why we lift our voice. Take my hand and sing with me. Music builds a bridge, we can tear down a wall. Music is a language that can speak to one and all. This is why we sing, why we lift our voice, why we stand
you all so much
Yeah,
for tuning in.
We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank
Oh,
you,
thank
Father.
you, Father.
Thank you so much. They're beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. And
Thank you so much.
As we're
Thank you
saying
so
thank
much,
yous, we
Father.
definitely
Thank
want
you,
to
Father.
thank Father John,
Yes.
Father Peter, the office staff,
Yes.
and especially the visual and audio maintenance team.
Yes,
we
thank
could
you.
not do any of this without them.
That's right.
We truly, truly appreciate it.
Thank
so
you
much.
for St. Vincent de Paul for allowing us to enjoy this evening with you. We have had a blast.
We have.
Yes.
We've had so much fun.
It always goes so fast, and
It
then we're
does.
like, oh, it's over.
It's over.
Yes.
But,
I'd also like
we
to
have-
thank my husband for letting me shoplift my own home for all the decorations.
Yeah, a lot of decorations from our house. That's
Yes.
right, from our houses. But yes, thank you for being here with us. We really appreciate it. We have one more song for you, and then we're going to say goodbye. So thank you for being here with
Thank you
us.
so much. We
Wait
love
for
you all.
me.
We need our third grace note.
Okay. God bless you all.
Thank you.
Who breaks the power of sin and darkness, whose love is mighty and so much stronger, the King of glory, the King above all kings, who shakes the whole earth with holy thunder and leaves us breathless in awe and wonder, the King of glory, the King above all kings. This is amazing grace. This is unfailing love, that you would take my place, that you would bear my cross, you lay down your life, that I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. Who brings our chaos back into order, who makes the orphan a son and daughter, the King of glory, the King of glory, who rules the nations with truth and justice, shines like the sun in all of its brilliance, the King of glory, the King above all kings. This is amazing grace. This is unfailing love, that you would take my place, that you would bear my cross, you laid down your life, that I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy, worthy, worthy.